Hey guys, welcome to question MM325 of the Maths Methods Fortify study guide. So, in this question we've got a function f of x equals 1 take 2 over x plus 1, which is a hyperbola, so we need to recognise that straight up. And part A, which is a 3-mark question, says sketch the graph of f, label the axis-intercepts with their coordinates, and label any asymptotes. Awesome. So, there's a couple of different ways we can kind of do this. Doesn't really matter what the order that we do this is. We just need to work out a few different things. So we need our asymptotes firstly, and we need our intercepts. Cool. Now, our asymptotes on a hyperbola are actually quite simple to identify. So this guy at the front here, it's often at the end, but this time it's at the front. So this constant is going to be our horizontal asymptote. Okay, so that's our vertical translation, which means we're going to move our asymptote up. So our horizontal asymptote is y equals 1, okay? Y equals 1. And our vertical asymptote is determined by this, okay? So it's almost like, what does x have to be to make this bit equal 0? Because we can't divide by 0, so it's going to be an asymptote where that equals 0, which means that x has to equal -1. Okay, so the other rule of thumb is you could just take the opposite. So this is x plus 1, so your asymptote is going to be -1. So it's like the opposite of that, which means we have x equals -1. So let's draw that straight away. So we get asymptote at -1, asymptote at 1. We need to label these, so y equals 1, x equals -1. That's our asymptotes done. So now we can do our intercepts. And as always, guys, we know that f of x equals 1 take 2 over x plus 1. For our actually let's go with our x-intercept first. So x-intercept, y equals 0. So 0 equals 1 take 2 over x plus 1. So 2 over x plus 1 equals 1. Which means that x plus 1, I'm just multiplying both sides by x plus 1. It's equal to 2, which means x equals 1. So x-intercept is 1, 0. And then for our y-intercept, x equals 0. So f of 0 is equal to 1 take 2 over 0 plus 1. 1 take away 2 over 1 is just 2, which means we get -1 here. So our y-intercept is 0, -1. So we have 0, -1 here, 1, 0 here. It's a negative hyperbola, which means it's going to be in this quadrant and this quadrant. So it looks something like that. And that's it. So as always with graphs, they give you 3 marks to begin with. Start taking marks off as you don't do things successfully. So all of your marks just come from this working and this sketching. And also make sure you label these. Should have done that earlier. 1, 0, 0, -1. Got your asymptotes labeled. That's it. So guys, let's move on to part B. Part B is a 2-mark question. And it asks us to find the area enclosed by the graph of f, the x-axis, and the lines x equals 1 and x equals 4. Awesome. So our line of x equals 1 is simply just here, and our x equals 4 is somewhere up here. Okay, so enclosed by the graph, the x-axis, and these lines, which means we're searching for this little area in here. Awesome. So how are we going to do that? Integration, obviously. We're in the integration chapter, so let's do that. So we know that our area, it's quite a simple area in terms of the fact that it's not crossing over the axis or anything like that. So our area is simply from 1 to 4 of 1 minus 2 over x plus 1 dx. So now we can just kind of evaluate this as we go. So integral of 1 is x, and then this hyperbola changes into a log. Okay, so the integral of 1 on x is log e of x. So the integral of -2 on x plus 1 is -2 log e of x plus 1 from 1 to 4, okay? So we take this, put it in the bracket here, and this 2 just goes out the front. Now we can just start plugging in our values. So start with our 4. So we get 4 minus 2 log e of 4 plus 1, which is 5. Then we get minus 1 minus 2 log e of 1 plus 1, which is 2. So we get 4 minus 2 log e of 5 minus 1 plus 2 log e of 2. Awesome. Now this 4 minus 1 becomes a 3. and then we're doing 2 log e of 2 minus 2 log e of 5, which means we get plus 2 log e of 2 over 5. Okay, so we grab this, and we're taking that away. It's got the same number at the front, same base, so we can apply our log law, which is this divided by this. So that's our answer there. And that's it. So guys, our first mark is between here and here, and then our second mark is, of course, the answer. Make sure you have units squared in your answer, because we are dealing with area, so you need to make sure you include that. Guys, that's it for MM325. Hit me up if you have any questions in the comments below, but otherwise, thanks for watching and have an awesome day, guys.